Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everybody. As you are aware, SIDBI is a development financial institution meant for micro, small, and medium enterprises. And MSMEs play a very important role in the Indian economy. We have got more than 63 million MSMEs in the country. And greening of the MSME is a very important thing for fighting the climate change, because many of these MSMEs are emitting lot of greenhouse gas emissions during their production processes. So on one hand, these MSMEs are emitting lot of greenhouse gas emissions, but on the other hand, there are many startups and service providers who are in the MSME sector but are providing solutions for these issues. When like RESCOs, ESCOs, there are many entities who are coming up, and latest modern technologies which are being developed by these startups, innovators who are in the MSME space. So, understanding these challenges, SIDBI created a dedicated green climate finance vertical to look at the greening of MSME sector. And we are focusing presently on five things. We in a mission mode. We call them the 5 missions. So, and the approach is basically 3-pronged. One is to support directly the MSMEs, but we are not able to support everybody because it's a huge sector, a diverse country. We have got only 80 offices across the country. So with the whatever setup we have, we support directly the MSMEs to the extent possible. Then we also leverage the existing banking channel, banks, NBFCs, small finance banks. We provide them liquidity and use their channels to provide the support to MSMEs. Third is to sensitize the MSME sector with regard to the perception, sustainability issues, what to do and how to do it, how to become greener. So with that, for that, as I've said, that we are doing 5 things in a mission mode, and we are calling, first mission is Mission Solar Rooftop. Last year around this time, we started with Mission 1000K Solar Rooftop. The background was that India as a country has been doing very good in renewable energy, solar generation, but majority of these are large scale utility based projects. But in solar rooftop, our target, we are way behind our targets, and there is a lot of opportunity, and many of these MSMEs have their roofs available which can be leveraged for generating this renewable energy. So we launched a program called Mission 1000 Solar Rooftop Program around September last year. And within next 5 months, we could achieve around 800 crore worth of sanctions in 650 solar rooftops. And these are distributed starting from 20 kilowatt to up to 1 megawatt in the MSMEs. And in fact, we had a scheme, solar financing scheme earlier also, but in September what we saw that normal financing will not work for this sector, so we need to do a lot of tweaking, and we came up with a revamped scheme wherein we changed our mindset from being an asset backed lender to cash flow backed lender. So no asset coverage norm was prescribed. We also said that 100% financing will be available. And third and most important is the cost of financing was kept the minimum. As our chairman said in the morning, we even thought to go below our cost of fund to trigger this market. And our rates presently are linked with repo rates, and it starts from repo plus 0.5, that is 7% to around 8.5%. That is the interest rate we are charging on this solar rooftop for MSMEs. and I think these are way below the market rates to trigger and we really saw very good traction. So last year we could do around 800 crores worth of projects, and this year we have launched a renewed mission with a target of covering 2,500 crore worth of solar rooftop projects in the MSMEs. So that is our target, and we are on the very good path to achieve those targets. We have forged alliance with OEMs, Tata Solar, Redington, and many others who are very active in this space. So it is creating a lot of comfort to the MSMEs, and they are getting good. And further, one more thing which we did is we created a templatized structure for financing so that the loans could be given very, very quickly and fast. So that is for solar rooftop we are doing. Besides solar renewable energy, we are also the second mission is our energy efficiency, mission energy efficiency, wherein we have been working in the space of energy efficiency since 2005 onwards. And we have been basically with the support of World Bank, we ran a program for conducting energy audits in 26 clusters in more than 1,400 units and handholded them for implementing those measures. Subsequently, with the support of World Bank, we launched a blended product for financing MSMEs for energy efficiency. And after that, again, with the support of World Bank, we have launched a program called Partial Risk Sharing Facility for Energy Efficiency, wherein we are developing the ESCO market in India. So any energy efficiency projects which is implemented through ESCO, either in MSME or large industry or municipality or commercial building, that can be that SIDBI backstops that project with a guarantee support to the extent of 75% of the loan sanctioned by the bank. Besides the guarantee, SIDBI also does the technical due diligence of that project. So this gives a lot of comfort to the lenders, and we have been able to basically bring on in our fold around 15 lenders who are willing to look at these kind of projects. IREDA has also been very actively participating in that program. In the morning, DG CSIR told that there is one green hydrogen project happening, probably the first of its kind in Pune. And that project is being supported by State Bank, and SIDBI is backing up that project with PRSF guarantee support to the extent of 75% of the loan sanctioned by them. So that is actually giving the country or the bank lender the comfort to go forward and in the areas of untried, untested areas. So I mean, thanks to World Bank, that program is doing exceedingly well now. Now World Bank is replicating this program in at least 5 more countries: Indonesia, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Vietnam, etc., etc. And as our chairman also said, we are talking to World Bank to expand this program, to increase this program. So that's in the energy efficiency space. We are also working in the waste to energy. In fact, many of the MSMEs are working in this space now, waste to energy, be it in municipal solid waste or conversion of waste to gas, compressed biogas, etc. So, in fact, we have already launched a risk sharing facility with the support of GIZ, a small facility for MSME projects who are working in the space of MSW, maybe MDF and others. There also we are giving guarantee to the lender so that their collateral requirement gets reduced, these projects. And World Bank is again now helping us to structure a program, 250 million guarantee program for compressed biogas projects. that project is in advanced stage. So we'll be able to launch it very shortly. And thereafter, I think many compressed biogas projects will start happening in the country. Fourth major program is e-mobility. Electric vehicle, country has taken up e-mobility as one of the mission, and India has launched mission 30 wherein by 2030 government expects 30% of these vehicles to go electric, and SIDBI is helping basically the commercial segment to go greener, to become electric, and for that, again with the support of World Bank, we are devising a program, risk sharing as well as concessional financing facility for developing this e-mobility sector, and till that program is coming, World Bank program is coming, we have already launched pilot program from our own funds, wherein we are supporting the aggregators, the fleet operators for acquiring commercial vehicles for commercial operations directly, and also we are providing support to NBFCs, the smaller NBFCs, who are even if they are unrated, we will be providing them support to give more loans for EVs. So with fifth mission is basically nurture the nature, where T is technology. So we understand the technology, importance of technology in greening the MSME transition. We have already created a stack of around 800 to 900 technologies through our various interventions since 2005 in the energy efficiency space. However, we are continuously refreshing the stack, and now we have in fact created a digital platform wherein somebody going for acquiring the technology and requires a loan up to rupees 1 crore. It's a purely straight through process digital journey. No paper to be submitted to SIDBI for that loan. So 30 minutes you have to just provide some data online only, and your loan application is through. So all that SIDBI is doing, all that initiatives. Then in the space of sensitize, because MSME is a diverse sector. There are medium scale enterprises who have got wherewithal, and they can, they know what to be done, what is not to be done. But there are micro and small enterprises, tiny enterprises, artisan-based enterprises, who have to basically taken along, they have to be sensitized what is to be done, what is not to be done. For that, we have taken two major initiatives. I will like to mention them also here. One is we have launched an index, Sustainability Perception Index. It's a quarterly index, a survey, quarterly survey to be done of certain minimum number of MSMEs with regard to their perception of sustainability issues, how they perceive, what gaps they are finding, so that this becomes a policy indicator that in which areas MSMEs have to be developed, further developed, we need to take more initiative, more actions. Second is that we have launched a project grid wherein we are working in those clusters, artisan-based and micro clusters, so as to help these units to transit to greener areas. Like we are working, one example, we are working a Moradabad cluster. Moradabad is a brass cluster, and there are more than, I think, 7,000 to 10,000 artisans are there who are melting the brass in small furnaces, and they use coal for doing that. And that is creating, and that those furnaces are there in houses actually. It's a household kind of thing. So everybody is having that lungs problem, asthma, etc. Now we are helping, we have placed agencies, 4 agencies in that cluster who are sensitizing them continuously, helping in giving the designs of better furnaces, gas-based furnaces, and helping them transit to that, to gas-based furnaces. So already 25, more than 25 furnaces transitions have happened, and our expectation is another 3 months we'll be transiting around 100 gas-based furnace, and then thereafter these 4 agencies who are ESCOs, they will probably be taking over, and then large-scale replication will be happening. So with that, I'll stop here. Thank you very much. Thank you again for having me.